love the way you work it in them hills, and I love the way you keep the shit real, cause I was never looking for nobody.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Shakoya, and I am here with my first YouTube video all about vending. So originally I posted a video on TikTok. I'll start there. I posted this video just because my friend was like, you know, show TikTok, you feel me, your business and see if they like it. So long story short, I posted it on there and I got 1,000 subscribers in like a week. And I said I was gonna post this video a long time ago. But look, your girl was going through it. I'm in school full time and I work full time and I still got my vending business. And I got my own clothing business online. So your girl been busy, but further ado, here's the video. Okay, so without further ado, here's the video. I'm gonna start with, I really did go back camera, y'all, and I still don't know how to use it. I'm using my phone right now. I was ready. I was like, I'm about to make YouTube videos. I'm about to show y'all how to get started with this vending business. I'm gonna do a lifestyle, all this stuff. I was like, I'm gonna do it. But I just got so busy and so wrapped up in myself, traveling and all type of stuff. I got too busy. But here's the video. So if you see me looking down, it's because I took some notes. I want to make sure I give y'all some valuable information today. So I'm gonna start with how I got into the vending business. Like I said, I was talking to a friend one day and basically she was just like, have you ever heard of the vending business? And I was like getting change? Like, yeah, I heard of it. She was like, it's not just change, blah, blah, blah. We had a whole conversation on it for about like 30 minutes. And I was like, I hear you, but I don't think I'm interested. Like, I already got pink looks, you feel me? And I don't think I got time for that. She's like, just look into it. So a few months went by, I looked into it. I ended up taking another course from someone, learning basically how to get started. And it led me to this. That same friend is the same friend that led me to posting a TikTok video, which got me 80,000 followers. So shout out to that friend. Her link gonna be in the bio. SweetT Treats. Anyways. So after doing my research or whatever and taking a class and learning as much stuff as I needed, I felt like I needed to learn. I waited a few weeks and I found a vending location. I'm gonna tell y'all how I found it because everybody keeps asking me this question. I got on Facebook Marketplace. I wasn't even looking for it. I'm telling you, I wasn't even looking for it. Thinking about my vending business at that time was like in the far back of my mind. I was thinking about, let me go in here and find a luggage set because I was going out of town. Like, let me find me a luggage set. I just so happened to run across somebody selling a location in my city, in Indianapolis. And I hit them up. One thing led to another. I'll tell that story in another video. I bought the location from him. And it had 2 machines inside a warehouse. It was already making money. He had proof of how much money it was making from an Excel sheet that he had been keeping or whatever. And it was a good deal. I couldn't pass on it. I actually did contemplate on it for a few days. And he hit me up like, I got another person interested, but I don't want to get this opportunity away. Do you still want it? So people do that type of stuff all the time. And I'm thinking to myself, he trying to force me to hurry up and get it. But that wasn't the case. He really did have somebody else that was interested in getting it. When I came to pay, or I told him I'm gonna meet you this time, I didn't even tell him I was paying. He said, well, I have somebody else that's gonna be there a few minutes after you. So as we were walking out, and I was thinking to myself, should I pay this man or should I not pay this man? The other person was there, so I paid him. It was mine, and that was it. That's that story. So I verified ownership. I met the the front desk lady, basically. She had me meet the, I guess, CEO. I signed some papers saying that it was a contract, basically, which I'll be offering in my course. Link gonna be down below. Anyways, I had them sign a contract or whatever, basically saying if anything happens to the vending machine while it's in their custody or they're on their premises, like let's say it goes out, it stopped working, then that'll be my responsibility. But if their employee, let's say, shakes the machine and it falls over, then that's on them. So that's basically what the contract said or whatever. Let's jump straight into the next part. So startup costs. I want to talk about that. So my situation that I just talked about, I know I'm missing a nail. It's because I went to put the pops in the machine and it fell on my nail. Don't judge me. I'm not gonna use that hand that much. But anyways, so startup costs. My situation is different than everybody else's situation. Now you may find the same situation as me, but I'm gonna talk about basically started off from scratch, not getting a business from somebody else, just starting on your own. So I personally would say, from my personal experience and research and my y'all hear this, my information, I would say startup costs is anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. If you want to be in the middle on it, I would say $1,200 would be your minimum, in my opinion. So you start, number one, with your LLC. You need to make sure you have an LLC. This is the best business opportunity for you to set up an LLC, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be held responsible if anything was to be sued or you would go to court for anything. You don't want to be held responsible for that, trust me. So the LLC is your best option. You can look up other stuff. You can look up corporations. You can look up S corps if that's what you're interested in. So in my opinion, I would say go with LLC. Then we move to your location and your machine. Some people pay for locations. I do not. I would not. I will not, if you feel me. I'll explain that in another video. But if you pay for a location, that's you. If you want to include that in your price is gonna go up. So you start with the machine and your location. In my opinion, location free. Let's just using this for example. Location is free. So we're gonna start with the machine. So I would say if you're starting out, do not go buy a new machine. My opinion is, if you can get a used machine, just like you would go out and get a used car, they depreciate as soon as you get them. So if you buy a machine today for $5,000, it's not worth $5,000 tomorrow. You can't sell it for $5,000 tomorrow. So think of it as a car. I would buy something used I don't mind putting a little work into down the line, but up front, I'm checking it out to make sure it's good. I'm checking it out to make sure it's gonna work. I'm checking it out to make sure it's gonna do the job I need it to do. Now, it may not do that job forever. It may not do that job for 3 months, but at least I made some profit where if something goes wrong, I can replace it. Versus spending all my money up front and I'm not making back no profit in the beginning. Not even in the first year. If you buy one for $5,000, you're probably not gonna make back a profit right away. That's just how it is. Second thing, or I forgot my numbers already. New to this YouTube. Snacks is the next thing. So you want to give yourself a budget. You do not have to get a big budget for snacks, because you don't even have to fill your machine all the way up from the beginning. If you go in with a budget, and it's just my estimate of $100, it'll give you enough money to fill your machine enough. So you go in and buy, let's say you buy a box of chips for $15 with 30 bags in it. You might be able to fill 2 whole rows in your vending machine with them chips. 2 or 3 whole rows if you do variety, mix and match. Or if you do this kind of chip, this kind of chip, this kind of chip, this kind of chip, like that, you'll have more rows to fill up. So it'll look like you have more stuff in there. So I would just say start with a $100 budget for your snacks. Don't spend too much. Don't buy too much. If you got a smaller machine, don't buy too many snacks. Chips expire 2-3 weeks tops. The thing that I buy in bulk, if it's on sale, is pop. It don't expire. Or let me go back, because a lot of y'all be like, pop, it's soda. It's pop in Chicago, and that's where I'm from. So pop. But anyways, that's something I would stock up on if it's on sale. But chips and stuff like that, do not buy that in bulk, especially if you only have one location, because it's going to be hard for you to get that stuff gone as fast as it expires. You may have a box of chips you buy and put it in, and it'll be gone in 2 weeks. But let's say you bought 3 boxes, now you don't. You feel me? You're not going to get all that gone. Next thing on my list, I don't know what number still, is coins. You need coins when you get in a machine. Well, we're going back to my situation. My situation. Mine already had change in it. He filled the entire, he was just a nice dude, y'all. He filled the entire thing up with quarters, nickels, dimes. Both machines. I bought a snack machine and a soda machine in one location. He filled them both up with change, so I didn't have to worry about that. But when I went in to look, if you want to make sure you have enough change so that your machines work, because if you don't have change and a person puts $1 in there, it's going to come back out because you can't give them change. You have to be able to get them change, so that's why this is important. But you want to have enough change where it'll last until you come back to refill. So in my opinion, coins, change, however you want to call it, have at least $50 worth of change for one machine. I know it seems like a lot, but a row of quarters is $10. You want to put at least 2 in there, that's 20. Dimes, nickels, pennies, you want to make sure you have enough. So think logically about it. Now, before you even get to all that stuff, and we go back to number 1, with the machine, if you are not buying a machine on location, you're not buying a machine that offers delivery, you will need movers. If you don't got a brother, a boyfriend, which I got a boyfriend and man wouldn't have did it because it's just him, but if you don't have movers that's able to lift and move with a truck to move your machine from where it's at, where you're buying it, to the location you put it on, you're gonna need to hire movers. And I estimated the cost of movers being $100 to $200. That's depending on them paying, let's say, $75 an hour plus a tip. Basically, that's how much you're gonna spend. And make sure that they have the proper equipment to move it, because thinking that you're finna pick up a machine, baby, they have. Y'all tried to push one and couldn't do it, and I'm 100 pounds. So if you, no, just don't even go that route, and make sure you got a mover. That's my personal opinion. So other things, the hardest thing I would say it is to do is the location. You have to, if you're gonna go out here and find locations on your own without the assistance of me or anyone else, I just wanna say, call as many places as you possibly can. Write down a list of all the places that you think you want to put your machine in and call them. Because they may have them. They may tell you no, but you may get 30 no's and 1 yes. Call them. I'm going to talk about that in another video too. That's called cold calling. I'll explain how to do it the proper way so that you'll know how to do it if you want to. But that's going to be in another video. So don't forget to like and share and subscribe to this video. So if you subscribe, you'll see the next videos I keep talking about. Because you want this information, trust me. It's free game, baby. It's free game. So the last thing I want to talk about is how I want to help you get into the vending business. The number one way I feel like I can help people is if I offer a course to teach you how to start the business. Now, this won't be A to Z, but this will get you halfway there. This will get you started. How to find your machine, what type of machine to offer that doesn't have like difficulties in manufacturing or doesn't have bad reviews. Just from my own personal experience, I had a lot of people on TikTok tell me, you shouldn't charge for this course, you should give out free knowledge. Best believe this YouTube is the free knowledge I'm offering. But to get it from A to the middle of Z to Z, you should take my course, because I'm going to offer stuff that I don't put on YouTube, because my knowledge costs money, honey. And I'm just saying, it's not gonna be no outrageous price, because the class I took was a little, a little expensive in my opinion. But it's not gonna be expensive at all, because I'm a college student. I know it's young mothers that commented on my video. I know it's young males just graduated high school. All type of people that just want to make this type of income and have this steady flow coming in without having to start out paying so much money to learn it from someone else. I definitely understand. So don't think that this is gonna be that. Like, if anything you learn from this video, just know I'm only here to help you, and I'm gonna teach you what I know. Any questions you're gonna want to have, you're gonna be able to ask in this course. Also, in addition to the courses, I'm gonna offer one-on-one sessions. They'll be 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. In between those realms, you'll be able to literally ask me anything you want to ask me when it comes to vending, because I had a few of y'all in my business and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, this ain't that. But y'all can ask me anything y'all want about the vending business, or how I found my machine, any detailed question that maybe you commented on my video and I didn't get around to answering it. But you can ask me any of these questions in these one-on-one sessions. In the course though, it will not be about questions. It'll be literally teaching you how I got started and how you can use these same steps to get started. So the launch date for this, let me get to that, is 2/22/22. I thought that was just a cute date. I thought it was so cute. So I was like, all right, Zen, Shakoy Zen. I said, I'm going to use this date because I think it's real nice and it's cute and it's unique and it won't happen again in a long time. So I wanted to use it. That's the day I'll be launching EJC Vending Courses LLC. You'll be able to sign up for my classes online. You'll be able to message me about details. You'll get a Zoom link where you can tune in to see me live talking about how to get started. I don't talk with my hand a lot, don't I? Anyways, during these courses, I want to say we're going to be able to walk through it. I'll be able to teach you what I learned, teach you what I feel like I learned that was beneficial, and even the things that happened that weren't beneficial. So I feel the benefit of taking this course mainly is to learn my mistakes so that you don't have to make them. Because child, I made a few. I ain't gonna lie, but I learned. And I'm willing to teach you so that you don't make those same mistakes. Mistakes that cost me thousands of dollars So you pay this small amount of money and you won't make these $1,000 mistakes. Cause child, if I see somebody offering this back when I was struggling, I would have took it. Cause child, I was up in here shedding a few tears, I ain't gonna lie. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video. And please, 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 please keep 22222 in the back of your head and be ready, because we starting that vending course this year. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I love the way you work it in them hills, and I love the way you keep the shit real, cause I was never looking for no Barbie.